The cities are going through a lot of changes, particularly within Kampala. It's a relatively new city, a lot of new buildings coming up, and of course the population growth is skyrocketing. Kampala is one of the fastest growing cities in Africa. It's not easy to secure sites. In the past you would secure one tower on top of a hill to cover a whole neighborhood. But in an urban area, with these type of technologies, you need sites 200 meters, 100 meters apart. The purpose behind the mini macro innovation product that we've brought to market purely came out of the evolution that's taking place within the telecom space. As we all know, networks are densifying. 2-3 years ago, you're probably consuming 5-10 times more data today, and people don't know it. But the use of things like video, Facebook, social media has placed a huge strain on the network, requiring a lot more network resources.
Mini macros are miniaturized communications sites when compared to the usually deployed telecoms towers. They perform in a similar way to the traditional towers, but allow for coverage of specific spots with localized challenges that the MNOs would like to solve. They are designed and customized to deal with challenges of acquisition and installation in locations like along congested streets and residential areas. So mini macros have antennas and RF accessories, and by RF I mean radio frequency accessories. These are deployed at each of the poles together with the required telecoms power also provided at each pole. So mini macro installations take advantage of the high availability we have at existing macro sites. And to achieve this, each pole is connected to a parent rooftop or tower site. So the coverage radius of mini macro installations is therefore smaller. And as I mentioned earlier, they are meant to cater for localized challenges and for densification.
What is appreciated though by most cities is the need. Many cities actually have plans to move to smart cities, even within Africa, to try and automate. They realize that it provides competitive advantage. It's what the residents of the cities are demanding for. And through this mini macro pilot project, we've been able to come up with a model that creates a win-win, where the city has one of their prime needs is lighting, city lighting along the streets. For us, it's to provide that coverage that our customers are asking for. And so increasingly we'll start seeing those. We'll start seeing in cities a lot more creative use of what they call street furniture. So even a bus stop where you have that ramp could be a site. Advertising billboards could be a site. The point is to provide the service as close to the subscriber as possible, because the demands are at that level, at street level. There's no point of putting a site 1 kilometer away anymore. And so we'll see a lot more creativity in that regard in terms of providing that close coverage, but in a very aesthetically pleasing way. The two concerns that most people will always raise are the aesthetics, because that's viewed as either devaluing the value of the person's land or stuff like that. And then the second is health. There's huge concerns around health and safety of the radiation that comes from these sites. And we've gone a long way to ensure that the design of our product, working with our customers, falls well below the recommended EMF levels. This is non-ionizing radiation, so it doesn't affect human tissue in any way. And we've been able to address that well with the city authorities.
We have been successful so far, and thanks go to our customers, because together with them we have been able to design a product that best suits their needs, and still going to ensure that with changing requirements we are able to adapt the product to best serve not only our direct customers, the MNOs, and by that I mean the mobile network operators, but also their subscribers. So with the evolution of technology, that is from 2G to 3G, 4G, and then 5G, which we hope will be deployed soon, there is need for even more mini-macro deployment, especially in Kampala city, but also in other Ugandan cities.